This is Following the Signs, Pisces. This is your reading. I guess we could call it an energy check-in, but I felt very drawn to push a reading out for you today, Pisces, as there was just a lot going on over the weekend that I think a lot of people really got put in a position where they were just like, everyone can piss off because I'm actually done. And I really feel like, Pisces, like while you're very much in this energy of like keeping your head held high, you're also moving through a lot of deep hurt and pain that you're feeling quite alone and removed from society about. I've got some rose quartz here. I felt really drawn to have rose quartz support this reading today, and there's been some good prayers and intentions put into that. I'd highly suggest, Pisces, if you've got some rose quartz, just something to keep on you or to have close to you at this time. Now, your oracle card has shown up here, the Wild Rose Fairy Love. It's a gorgeous card. This is from the Denise Lynn deck, the Sacred Forest. I feel like a lot of you, Pisces, could be in a space of healing right now. When it comes to matters of the heart, maybe you've had to remove yourself from something which has come at a cost of like almost that I had to hurt me to get out of this type sort of thing. But you're really encouraged right now to know that love is all around you. It's just a matter of you being open to receive. And the support that you don't see, you can feel. And I understand that you can sense this, Pisces. There's something within you that knows that you are so strong and that you are deserving of love. And that there is more out there. But very feminine energy that need to sort of withdraw. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot that you've just been not entertaining this past week. So I feel like at the moment, Pisces, you're showing up here in this Knight of Swords energy. Now, you could have noticed a lot of things happening very quick around you recently, to the point of like feeling a little chaotic, having to think quick, to make decisions on the spot, and a little bit hasty and impulsive at times. But you are really triumphing this energy. You're standing, you're bossing up is the word we could say here. You're really bossing up in your life right now, and how you approach things and situations that are coming towards you. He's the only knight that shows his sword. Like, he's willing to make a sacrifice. He's willing to dive right in head first and do what's necessary in order to be successful. The thing with this is that while you are like you're getting all the obligations done, you're making sure the bills are paid, you're making sure that everyone's fed, you're keeping the clothes smelling fresh, you are trying to jam in a little bit of like healing time for you of a night time. Maybe that's in the form of crying to sleep. I don't know, and I mean that with no disrespect, but you're juggling everything at the moment in a time where things are a little bit all over the place for you. Now, you are so hopeful about your future. It's like you do believe that there's a reason for all this shit that has been going on for you, and that you're aware of thought patterns. You're aware of generational trauma patterns. You are aware of how you want to show up and self-express yourself. You're also, on the contrary of this, understanding that it does come with a lot of dedication, that it does come with having to make sacrifices that maybe you don't want to make. it requires like a lot of effort internally, as well as like maintaining everything around you. And like, it's hard because you're moving through everything in this energy, but you are almost blocking your own success in just this, I don't know how it's all going to come together. I don't know if I can be strong enough to keep doing this shit. Like, I need to breathe. And like, you could be really feeling that, like, I needed a chance to catch my breath. And I really feel like you are being encouraged to remember how supported you are at home. And at this time, this is where you're going to recharge. This is where you're going to feel reciprocation emotionally when it comes to, I know that they do love and care about me. It could even be in your fur babies who are really drawn to you right now, and that's encouraging you to sit with them, to pause. They're like the little offerings from the universe to be like, oh, hey, just relax. We can all just sit here. You can take off your bra if you like. And yeah, I think you are kind of forgetting that just because there's so much shit going on around you. There could be things at home that you really like doing, like you could be very nurturing in the home space. Like you could get a real fulfillment out of cooking, out of making lists and organizing things around the space that show your personality. Like your home could be very like, people walk in and they're just like, oh shit, like I wasn't expecting this. And I feel like getting back in touch with this when everything else is feeling so much like this is your safe space. And I think like this emotional fulfillment is going to encourage this to shift back to just going with it, completing things, not procrastinating. Someone could have a daughter, someone could have a really close feminine relative that is helpful, that gets you, that you don't really have to explain things to. You're able to just sort of, like, you could both be very intuitive and this person picks up on your energy when you're not feeling good. And even if this person is a child, like, they're very wise beyond their years. Someone could have cats. Someone could live out of town. And yeah, maybe there's a spot that you like to really sit outside, that no matter what the season, like, you get like a glimpse of that sun coming down on you at a certain time of day. And it's in this space, in this stillness, that you are able to like decompress everything into where it's not like overtaking you. I feel like whilst being such an emotionally based sign, being a water sign, that 12th house can really take Pisceans to this space where there's sort of like neither taking action nor not. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so at this time, like, not being able to understand what direction you want to go in, that's really affecting you. Regardless of this is with a partnership, if this is with career, like, you're feeling just really stuck. And while once you were quite inspired to set off on this journey, this quest, whatever it is that's, you know, holding up, like, at the moment now, it confuses you. Now, when I clarified this Two of Wands in reverse. We had the Knight of Pentacles show up, and also the Wheel of Fortune. And it's like there's a deep inner knowing within you that is like you are so open to destiny and to fate. Like you are making progress. Like you do deep down know what you want. And whatever you've got going on in your life, like you do still realize this, Pisces. And like you can just be a bit more careful in your approach. Like you want to be able to take the steps that you believe are possible. Like, oh, well, in order to get there, then I'm going to have to go do this, and then I've got to have to go do that. And the universe is like, stop fucking around. You have got everything that you need. You actually do. You know, you feel it, you sense it, and you are kind of cutting yourself short at the moment. Like while you are moving slow, we're reminding you like just anything can happen at any time, no matter how methodical and planned out we are. I feel really drawn to tell this story, but a few years ago I was in a job that I was so fucking incredibly unhappy in. And we were all in like the lockdowns and all that sort of stuff. And so I was saving a lot of money and I really wanted to get a new car. And to cut a long story short, I finally, after a long time, I'd saved up a large sum of money and I was ready to buy a car. And like, while I saved that money, I did not feel good while I was saving that money. Now, once I finally purchased the car, Mars in Libra like takes me a long time to make a decision sometimes. Finally got the car. Of course, then there was the next decision of who to go with for insurance. And in that space of time, I had my car stolen. Yoink, yoink, gone. And yeah, I won't go into all the, how shit I felt, but the message from that to me always has been, like, I went through hell to save that money, and that car was ripped away from me in a second. Do not keep doing things that you fucking dislike because because it's the right thing to do. Okay? Because no matter what, like you might keep, I'll just keep like doing these short courses. I'll just keep like making these little steps and rah, 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 rah. But like this at any time, no one gets to decide when this fucking wheel turns. Nobody. At any time it can change. And I think you really need to remind yourself that, Pisces, that you can make this decision at any time. Remember these parts of yourself and how, at one point you've been very much moving with this Wheel of Fortune and you've had things that have come up, and maybe like that's why there's this hesitance in trusting that anymore. Like, yeah, anything can change, but sometimes it's like shit. Okay, maybe I didn't want to fuck fate. No. Yeah. Right now, like, what's the outcome of like what's challenging you and whatever is going on for you here? We've got the Two of Pentacles, okay? This is going to require balance, and it's something that you're actually quite capable of. You're quite capable of it, Pisces. And this is like remembering this family support. Like you don't have to try and balance all this on your own. It's learning how to make things work for you. You're a mutable sign. You are very capable of like adjustment, of, adapting. Now, sorry, just bear with me, a little bit scattered here, Pisces, but I've made some notes of the things I wanted to touch on. I feel like you've definitely, like, at some point, like, you've very much been desiring this to, like, have no fear when it comes to, like, showing up in the world and mastering these light and dark parts of yourself and exposing them, having them move you forward in life. And when you, like, release that fear of embracing these parts of yourself, like, that's also going to support changing this idea that you have about it being too hard. Let's get a closing message for you, Pisces. And we are going to go in wealth. This. What is the closing advice for the Pisces? Seven of Drinks. Like, you've got a lot of options. You've got a lot of creative ideas. You've got a lot of emotions that are behind, like, how you make your decisions. And maybe it is just that requirement of something fresh, a fresh new idea that's, like, original. Like, embracing that it doesn't have to look like everybody else, no matter what it is. The relationship, the job, the life, it doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Use your discernment with what you consume right now, with what you take in, with what you absorb, and don't let them influence your overall decisions. This is your reading, Pisces. If you like, please like, subscribe. Love to have you a part of the channel. Love to have this channel grow. And yeah, we're all just winging it, aren't we?